Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. Since we last streamed, we had Tidy Potato with 58 months and Griffs with, let's see, 2 months. Pretty cool. So do you ever think about, okay, so when something bad happens, it's easy to be like, well, if only I had not left the house that time, or if only I had done something else, that bad thing wouldn't have happened. Have you ever thought about the idea of, like, say, in choosing to stay home, or in choosing to, like, go out somewhere and do something, maybe you averted a disaster that would have happened had you actually done another choice, right? I've always wondered, have I, in making a simple decision at some point in the entirety of my life, have I actually avoided imminent death, right? Like if there was another time where I was like, you know what? I'm thinking, should I go to the grocery store and get something? And then I think to myself, nah, it's too late. I'll procrastinate. I'll do it tomorrow. And if I had gone to the grocery store at night, someone would have like hit me and I would have died, right? I wonder if that has actually ever happened, you know? There's no way to know, obviously, but, you know, it's something to think about versus the, you know, I went to dinner last night and someone sideswiped my car while it was parked. I wonder if there's ever an instance that by making another choice, I've actually avoided having something worse happen to me in the past, and this is actually minor or something, you know? It's not butterfly effect that we're talking about. We're talking about simply like, if I'd gone to the store versus staying home, or in choosing to go to the store one time versus another, I avoided getting hit by someone and dying, you know? So, I don't know. There's a chance that could have happened at some point in my life. So, maybe my car getting hit and run last night was actually a minor outcome versus what could have happened another time. Recliner with 19 months. Have a wonderful stream, Captain. Thank you. Logan Shadowclaw, 56 months. Rhythm Noodle with a sub. But again, no. We're not talking butterfly effects. Not talking butterfly effects. I'm just talking about a concrete thing. Actually, give me one second here. Sorry, one moment, just a moment. Before we start, getting a call that I just want to see if it's important. One sec. Hello, everybody. Yes, that was. I was glad that I answered that. So, anyway, sorry about that. Let's see. So yeah, Mark's gonna hop on in like 3 minutes or so, and we're playing medieval Minecraft. But anyway, what happened to the car? It was the Carrera S. I'm actually like, it's gonna sound strange. I'm happy it happened to my car, because my dad, he surprised me yesterday with, this is literally decades, my entire life in the making. He finally got himself a 911, and I didn't know. And he's like, oh, I need to grab, I brought you something that he'd been meaning to give to me, and let's go grab it from my car and I'll give it to you. And he parked right behind me. It was just just street parking. But they had recently revised the street parking, and so instead of it being sidewalk curb, and then car parking, and then bike lane or something like that, they flipped it. It's now like sidewalk and curb, then bike lane, and then the cars park on the outside of the bike lane, closer to traffic. Anyway, so I think that, like, I don't know, someone's an idiot and doesn't know how to avoid stationary objects. Life is difficult, driving is hard. But my dad parked behind me. If he had parked in front of me instead, he might have had his car that he's been waiting 30 years to buy one get sideswiped, like, out of the gate. And that would have been the saddest thing of all time. So I'm like, I'll take the hit on mine, because that would have been just like horrible. Oh my God. So anyway, yeah. And it actually, I think the PPF kind of saved it. The wheel definitely took the brunt of the hit. And like it got like a chunk taken out of the metal on a couple of the spokes. So probably just gonna buy a new wheel. But everyone's like, did you, are the cameras, you gonna pursue the person? I'm just like, I'm not gonna like go hire a lawyer and a PI and like go try to hit up the building for security camera footage or something, if it even exists. I don't know. And then, hope there's some like license plate that got caught in the frame, and then, make it my whole mission to track them down and then sue them. Or it's just like, that's going to be more expensive probably than fixing it. So, you file a police report and they do that. Bold of you to assume that the police are going to do anything. Yeah. Let's see. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm just like, honestly. And then I actually started to file a claim with my insurance, and then I was thinking to myself, it's probably going to end up being less than like, now that I started cleaning it off, and like the wheel, I have a really high deductible because it brings the cost of my insurance down dramatically. So my deductible is $2,500, and it pays for itself, because if I have my deductible at like $500 or something like that, my insurance would be so much more every year. But so the wheel will probably be like $1,000. The reflector thing, I just bought one. It's $70. And then I think the paint's actually okay, and it didn't dent the panels. So honestly, I think like I can just, once the PPF is peeled off, most of what you see will be gone. Probably like just do a little bit of cleaning on any parts where the PPF, there was just one little part where the PPF actually got taken off, and then just replace the PPF. Should probably come in under the cost of my deductible. So I'm like, probably shouldn't file a claim with my insurance, risk my premiums going up, and then they don't even cover it because it's under the cost of my deductible. So, yeah. Yeah, because it's like, they might be like, well, you don't know who did it. Maybe you actually hit something, and you're telling us that it was somebody else, but you don't know who did it. And I'm like, yeah, because they ran. I'm not hiring a PI. That's big pain. So I'll just like do it myself. Well, I'm gonna order the wheel. I've already ordered the reflector. We'll take it to the shop that does the PPF, but I think I can probably avoid having to take it to like a body shop. So, I think I got really lucky. I think I got really lucky actually. Anyway, you know what? I have been lucky. I've gone like 15 years now without somebody else running into me and being an idiot. So I was overdue for it to happen at some point, and I'm just happy it wasn't one of the big boy cars. So, but yeah. Anyway, and I'm happy it wasn't my dad's. So, anywho, let's see. We got. I should probably message Mark. Are you ready? He's not on yet, so. Let's see. We had Stardust Studios 16 months. My Twitch sub can drive. Wicked Kitsune with 11 months. Left Shark 25 months. Lo-Fi Goose 3 months. Time flies when you have fun. Bard Peterson with 33 months. I know he doesn't like that many people, or he doesn't like that people demand or ask for games, but I was just wondering if the reason that the majority of players have, if there is a reason the majority of players have dropped Vault Hunters. I think it's just like, it's a tall ask to get people to commit to something for an extremely long time. And I think the issue was that this season with Vault Hunters, we didn't have a clear-cut end objective. In the previous seasons, it was like there was a timer. And even in season 2, obviously, it went like way beyond the timer. But there still was a timer, and there were like more events and stuff like that. So I think the problem was this season, there weren't events, and the end game was not defined, and there was no timer. So like, there were still quite a few people active on Vault Hunter Season 3 beyond the amount of time that Season 2 took. It's just that, like, once we got even well beyond how long Season 2 took, then people started kind of falling off. So, yeah. I think that's all that happened. No like, drama or anything like that. HLDF, thank you for the 33 months. So, hit and run, yes. What I think happened is, because I was parked prior to a right turn, so it was like parking spaces, metered parking spaces, and then after that there's a right turn onto another street, and my assumption is they started turning right earlier than they should have and went into my car. But I don't know, who knows. Let's see. But yeah, they didn't stick around. I hope their car looked worse than mine. Most people don't have PPF on their cars. So, and if they hit their paint into my wheel, their paint got fricked. So I take solace knowing that their paint probably got fricked. And I'm hoping that's what happened. Let's see. Transga Gamer with 47 months. Mix 7 with Do It or Bits. Last year, a woman was at the store calling her boyfriend to not go to the home apartment, and the boyfriend was wondering why. She said she had a feeling that something bad might happen. While she was talking to him, their home apartment collapsed. Killed a lot of people. The people who owned the apartment building was warned years ago that the building was in bad condition, but they ignored. Is this the one in Florida? What the heck, dude? That's like some Final Destination stuff, bro. Like, are they still alive? Or has a truck, like, dropped a plank off on the highway into their windshield? Huh? That is the Florida one? What the frick? Is that real? I still have not heard from Mark. I am not sure I messaged him an hour ago. I was like, are we good for an hour? And he was like, yep. So, I don't know. Lunchtime with 38 months. I think your next car should be a 2017 Volkswagen Jetta. Why 2017 specifically? Highly specific. Stonewolf with a sub. Solo episode? I don't want to do a solo episode. Yeah, I was already thinking about genuinely just offloading the car and getting like a Corolla or something like that. Because I really don't like the suspension in the car. R.I.P. Porsche, you make really good cars. Please sponsor me. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, not ever get a Porsche sponsorship, but the suspension in the Carrera S is bad. It's really bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just got it back from service, too, yesterday. Picked it up from service in the morning, and then someone sideswipes me in the evening. Like, great. Cool stuff. Awesome. Let's see. Chaos Cereal, 27 months. I got my haircut yesterday. Now I look like a femboy. Hey, there. Oh, hello, Mr. Goblin. How are you doing? They're highly successful ones on Twitch, like Finster, Aggressive pair with 2 bits. Happy you're not in the car. What days are boys born on? Sunday. Haha, haha. That's today. I'm actually not happy that I wasn't in the car. If I was in the car, I could have seen who did it, and then maybe I wouldn't have to pay anything. So, yeah. Oh, Mark is here.
Where you go?
Hello.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You all good?
Oh, I'm fine. I was finishing up food.
Okay.
While I was going live, and it just took me a couple of extra minutes than I would like.
Gotcha.
I'm a punctual person, and I apologize profusely for being 5 minutes late, really.
That is unacceptable.
I'm loading up my game right now.
Someone said that they thought the goblin was Mark. Similar sounds. Similar sounds.
I got my armor set up. I got some potatoes cooked.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
I also harvested a few more potatoes with some of our bone meal, so we're fooded up. We're fooded up.
There's still some in the top left furnace.
Oh yeah. I took the stuff out and then cubed some more
you
up.
did. Gotcha. Or wait, no, I had actually put it into the chest. I think I took everything out.
Okay. I mean, I took some. There's 22 baked potatoes in the chest, 41 in my inventory, 16 in one furnace, and 16 in another furnace.
Oh, then you must have done some. Yeah, you must have done some extra potato baking.
Yeah. I just
one furnace.
Just before I went live, I was like, let me potato it up.
Uh-oh, I'm being told death penalty for being late. I didn't realize it was that serious.
Oh. Jeez. Chat, you guys are supposed to wait until after the stream for that, okay?
Okay.
The goblin is just looking right at my butt.
Still loading in here. Frame rate, garbage. Gotta take a second. So yeah, everything is moved to another hard drive now, so I won't have any memory issues,
okay, cool,
storage issues. Because yeah, after we stopped last time, yeah, I was down to I think a couple hundred megs or something on that hard drive.
Yeah, that'll not work.
Most of it was Minecraft stuff.
Let's
and
go.
Some things that I hadn't deleted.
He's been reconverted. He is a Minecrafter now.
Mm-hmm. Sort of.
Embrace it.
Not a very good one. Not a very good one.
You do like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? Okay, well, shall we get going?
Stop trying to mind control me.
Mind control you?
Mind control me.
Yeah. I'm glad you appreciated that. Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, I'm getting started, so we should today probably go and get some diamonds and stuff, because we're lacking a little bit on that. My armor is just demolished from last time between the night and stuff.